Hey guys, welcome back. In last lecture I explained to you folder structure of our applications, and in this lecture we'll continue with navigation. So let's start. Go to your coding editors and here to your applications, and navigation is a very important part of each React Native application. So to see navigation we need to go to navigation folder and to main tab navigator, where we are creating different stacks, and we are creating home stack, link stack and a setting stack. And you can imagine stack as a collection of screens you can navigate from or to. So home stack contains home screen, link stack contains link screen, and a setting stack contain setting screen. To better imagine it, I prepared a wireframe for you, so let's see it. Okay, here is a wireframe, and currently we are creating these three different stacks, and currently each stack contains just one page: home screen, link screen, and a setting screen. I need to rename it. But I want to explain navigation when we have multiple screens, because when you are navigating in multiple screens, let's say here we are on a home screen and we want to navigate to our album screen. So what will happen when we'll navigate from home screen to album screen, or whatever screen here it is? We'll push this screen on top of this stack. So we'll take this screen, we'll push it on the top of this stack, and this will become our album screen, like this, and this will become our home screen. So this is basically how it works. We have three different stacks with the different screens we want to display. On home stack, when we are here in a home tab, we want to have different stack of screens we want to navigate from and to. And I still think you don't understand it completely, so let's start writing some code. Let's go back to our coding editors. And first thing we will do, we will create more screens. So let's go to our screens folder and let's create a new file here, and let's create some screens, and let's call it screen1.js, just like this. And let's create a new file again, and let's call it screen2.js. So screen2.js, like this. And we can go to links screen.js, and I will copy everything from here and I will paste it to screen2 and to screen1. We need to rename the class here, because this will be named now screen1. And let's go to screen2 and let's rename it for a screen2, just like this. And let's change the title here. And by the way, title is what we are displaying here. I will show application. So let's go to link screen, and here is a title, so links here. Let's go back to our coding editors, so we can change it as well. Let's change these links for a screen2, just like this. Perfect. Let's go to screen1 and let's change this to screen1, like this. And also I have a typo here, so I will rename my file for a screen1.js, just like this. Perfect. Now we need to register these screens as a part of the stack. So let's go to our navigation folder, let's go to our main tab navigator, and here let's create these screens. So first we need to import them here, so let's import here screen1, and this is from, so let's write here out of this folder, let's go to screens folder and let's write here our screen1, just like this, and do the same for screen2. So I will just copy paste and let's change screen2 for screen2, and now let's register these screens. So I will copy this name, okay, and let's provide this screen here. So under a key of a screen1 I want to register screen1, and under a key of a screen2 2, I want to register screen 2, and now they became a part of our stack navigator. So let's save everything, let's go back to our expo, here it is, and it's building our JavaScript, so we can see our simulator here, and it's rebundled. So far no changes here, but we don't have any error, so that's good. And now we can start navigating to different screens. Let's go back to our coding editors. And I want to create here navigation. And if you want to know more about navigation, you can see official documentation. So in the browsers, in this page, and I will link this page inside the resources of this lecture, you can get to know about navigation in the React application. So basically here, it says that each screen contains this prop of navigation, and we can use a function as a navigate, go back, and so on. So let's try using it. Go back to our coding editors, and I will try to use navigate functions. First, let's go to screens folder, let's go to home screen, and let's create here a new button. But first, I want to get rid of all of this text here. So what we will do here, I will remove everything starting from this scroll view. Let's remove everything like this. Let's remove this, and let's leave here just a view and a view. And also we can remove all of the functions here, so I can remove functions starting here, and also these two functions here. So just like this, and let's confirm everything is good. This is a render function here. Here we are closing our class, so all should be good. Okay, and here I want to create a button. So here you can write button, because we need to import it from React Native, and now we can use this button. So right here, tag button. Alright, let's close this, and let's write here navigate to screen 1, just like this. And let's create here a handler on press. So when we click on a button, I want to execute this function. So on press, curly brackets, and just write here arrow function. And we can call here our props navigation, as I told you, because when a screen is a part of navigation, we can use this navigation prop. So we can write here this props navigation like this, and you can find the same inside of your browsers here in this documentation. So we can use this props navigation. Let's go back, and now we can use navigate like this. And now we need to specify screen where we want to navigate to. But how I know where I want to navigate? You can figure it out. It's very easily when you go to navigation folder, and you will go to main tab. Navigator, you can see here we are specifying these screens under these keys, and this is very important. because I want to specify this key in my navigate function, and this will redirect me, this will navigate me to this particular screen. So let's copy this screen one. Let's go back to our home screen and let's paste it inside of a navigate function like this, screen one. Let's save everything. Let's go back to our simulator. Alright, and we have an issue here. The title proof of a button must be a string. Okay, so I have an issue in a button. Let's go back to our coding editor. And a button is a self-closing, and this text inside should be specified as a title property of a button. So first thing, I will create here a title property, and I will specify here curly brackets and a string inside. And I want to provide this title to this button like this, and we need to self-close this button. So let's remove this ending tag of a button and let's write here a slash in the end, just like this. Okay, so let's save it and let's go back to our simulators. Okay, it's refreshed, but I don't see any button on the screen. So what's happening here? Very easy solution. So let's go back to our coding editors. And because the header is null, so we are not displaying any header, our button is hidden under this top view in our simulator. So now I'll go here, our button is somewhere here. So let's go back to our coding editors and let's write here, let's actually remove this header, just like this. Let's save it, let's go back to our applications. Alright, and now you can see we are displaying this header up here and navigate to screen 1. So what will happen when I will click here on navigate to screen 1? I am navigated in my stack and my screen 1 is pushed on the top of this stack, and now I can go back to my previous screen. Just like this. Very nice. And maybe you notice that we are not displaying any text on this button, and that's happening because our screen doesn't have any name here, any title. So we can change it very easy. Let's go back to our coding editors. And here inside of our link screen, we can copy this option of a title links. Let's copy this. Let's provide it to our home screen. And let's paste it in navigate option here and let's rename it for a home. Just like this. Perfect. Let's go back. And now you can see when I will navigate to screen 1, I can go back and I can see here home, and home title is here. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go back to our coding editors and let's try something more. I will copy this button of screen 1. Let's go to our screen 1 and I will paste it just under expo links view, and actually we can remove expo links view just like this, and we can import this button inside of a React Native and we can specify here different text. So navigate to screen links. And I want to navigate to our links screen. So we'll provide here links. Just like this. And let's go back to our simulators. Alright, and navigate to screen 1. And from here I will navigate to my screen links. And you will see what will happen. I'm navigated to my links, but this is a part of different stack, so I don't have an option to go back, as you can see here. If I'm on a home and I will navigate to my screen of a 1, I'm able to go here and I'm part of a stack navigation here, because these two screens are part of a stack navigation. I'm able to go there and I'm back. But when I will navigate to links, this is a part of a different stack and I'm not able to go back. Okay, so this is the main difference, and let's try something else. Let's go back to our coding editors, and we will use here option push instead of navigate. So I can use here push. Let's go to home screen and let's write here push. This is a different function, but it works very similar. Let's use push also here. And the push you can use only when your screen is a part of a stack. So let's go back to our simulator. And here let's click on navigate to screen 1. And you can see without any problems I navigated to screen 1. But when I will click here navigate to screen links, I'm still able to go to links. But you can see here this button to go back again to a links. And this doesn't make a sense because this is a part of our different stack. our link screen were pushed on the top of the stack, and our application is confused what is happening here. So when I will click here back, I'm navigated back to our previous page of the links. So that's what will happen. That's why we should use push only on screens that are parts of our stack navigation. So we can change this for a navigate, and everything should be fine. Let's go to our home screen and let's change it for a navigate. Perfect. And I want to show you one more function here. Let's go to our screen 1.js, and I will copy this button one more time. Let's paste it under and let's write here go back. So go back like this, and we can use here pop, and I don't need to provide any value inside. Just like this. Let's save it. Let's go back to our simulators. Okay. And let's go to our home and navigate to screen 1. Perfect. And let's click here, go back, and we are navigated back to our home screen. So that's just a pop. Okay guys, so that should be to our navigation. I am sorry, but I didn't explain you much about the code here, but I want you to understand the basic concept about navigation. Code is not important at all here. We will learn coding through this course, and I will explain to you state, the props and everything, but very important is just to understand the concept of navigation here. And one more thing here. Now we know what is stack navigation here. We create different stacks with different screens. We are creating from these stacks here, from these 3 stacks, our bottom tab navigator. So you can see here on a wireframe, from all of these stacks, we are creating this tab navigator down here. Okay, let's go back to our coding editors. And then we are registering this navigator, our main tab navigator, as a part of our switch navigator, and switch navigator again is a different thing. So let's copy this, and you can always check for documentation. Don't forget. Let's go here and let's look up for React navigation like this, and we can look for a create switch navigator. And you can see here create switch navigator. The purpose of switch navigator is only ever show one screen at a time, and that's why. So the switch navigator, we are displaying just one screen at a time. So we are registering our tab navigator to our created switch navigator, and we are exporting all of this to our app.js, and we are getting our navigator here, and that's what we are displaying. So here we are displaying just one screen at a time. We have our tab navigator. In our tab navigator contains different stacks we can navigate to and from of each screen. Okay guys, so this concept can be a little bit confusing at the start. It's just good to make a model inside of your head how this navigation works, and you can understand the code behind in future lessons. So don't worry if you don't understand everything at once. It takes some time, and if you have any questions, just write me in the comments, just contact me and I will provide you more explanations. So guys, I hope you like this lecture, and I hope to see you in the next one.